This is 5.1.4g. We're told that x is distributed with a normal distribution. Now, our textbook uses the first spot is our mean. The second spot is our variance. Some textbooks do that differently. So make sure you pay attention. Our textbook has, that would be our variance. So our mean is -7. Our variance is 14, which means our standard deviation would be just the square root of 14, which we'll probably just keep as that instead of finding the approximation. Okay, now for the actual problem, it says find our x value. So the probability that x is bigger than that one specific value is equal to 0.27. So that means if I was to draw that out, we're looking for the specific x value that would have 0.27 to the right, because we want the area, or so x greater than that, so to the right, we want that probability to be 0.27. Now, we don't know how to go straight to an x value. We have to first find our z value by looking at our charts. Before I go to the normal table though, our normal table only gives us areas to the left, which means I need to know what this area is to the left, because this is only the area to the right. So I'm going to do 1 minus 0.27, which should give me 0.73, if I do that in my head correctly. So now I'll go to the normal table, and I'm looking for an area of 0.73. Now remember, areas are in the middle. So to get anything bigger than half, that'll be on the second page, we're looking for an area of 0.73. So it looks like these two areas are pretty close. Looks like this one would be about close, this one would be closer. Now you can try and interpolate or guess about where it would be in between these two values, but you don't have to. The easiest thing is just to pick the closest one. So z would be 0.61. So z equals 0.61. But now that is a z value. We're supposed to find our x value. So now we need to change to x from z. We only have one formula that lets us go back and forth. Z is equal to x minus mu over sigma is how we standardize. Well, we actually know z in this case, so let's plug everything in and then solve for x. So z, we just found is 0.61. We don't know x, that's what we're looking for. We have to minus the mean, which is -7, and divide by the square root of 14. And now we have to solve for x, like we're just back in any normal algebra class. So I'll multiply both sides by the square root of 14. So 0.61 times the square root of 14 equals, now this minus the negative became x plus 7. So we'll have to do 0.61 times square root of 14 minus 7 equals x. I don't know what that is. Stick it in your calculator, and that'll be your answer.